Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of Xenoblade Chronicles X. We've got Tatsu over here, just joined the team. Now we're gonna report back to Commander Vandam and tell him what happened.
Damn, losing Nelson's team is a real blow. But the fact we're not the only visitors on this rock is even worse.
They made it clear they want all humans dead. For all we know, they may be related to the forces that destroyed Earth and followed us here.
Wonderful. I'll report this to Secretary Nagi. See if we can't bolster our defenses. Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
He's actually a potato.
Tatsu, not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect friends, especially weak, pathetic Lindley with her thin, bony wings.
You mean my arms? Look who's talking. And who said anything about you coming with us? You can stay here, you greedy, annoying little cabbage. I'm sure there's a salad here that could use you.
Meh? Tatsu stay here? Friends would leave Tatsu behind?
It's for the best. You said yourself your people are endangered, and the Xenos that captured you might still be out there. You'll be safest here in the city.
Agreed.
Tatsu not agreed? Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that, of course. This planet have many helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for friends.
That might be useful.
That right. Most Nopon not like Tatsu. Nopon can be shy. Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust friends or even talk to friends. But Tatsu? Nopon love Tatsu. Tatsu use smooth talk and winning personality to get friends good info.
The tater tot has a point.
Uh-huh. More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perish the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Lindley. Pure as snow. Lindley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts, but do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's really not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can get.
Seriously? We have to babysit this thing?
You're the ones who picked him up. Besides, would you really want to leave him with another team?
Maybe not. Unless we were invited to the meal, I mean.
See? Already getting along like peas and carrots. He can be your charge, Lynn.
Oh, come on, Commander! That's not funny! I've got my hands full out there! This is so unfair. Back me up here, would you, Elma?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, sir! And it's a Tatsu. Oh, one thing Tatsu forgot to mention. Nopon are pacifists, so friends need to defend Tatsu, keep extra super safe in any battle. Tatsu VIP diplomat, after all.
Why am I not surprised? So much for him watching over and protecting us.
Story mission complete. Nelson's team was completely obliterated by hostile Xenos. But you did at least make contact with one friendly Xenoform, a Nopon named Tatsu.
So, Rook, feel like you're starting to get the hang of things?
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water, just like Elma and the Commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some extra details. Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat, intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of Frontier Nav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me? Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigens. There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated. The Lifehold is our future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets. And they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other, more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine that these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two Blades could handle on their own. That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. We can't have Blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every Blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Search for the missing pieces of the Lifehold. Install data probes to expand Frontier Nav. And take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe. Got all that? Good. We're counting on it.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh, Tatsu's so excited to sleep in real bed. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Oh, it looks perfect size for Tatsu. Wait, what? Tatsu know what that is. That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu not want to brag, but... wait a minute! Tatsu see what Lily did there?
Advancing story missions. At last, your Blade adventure begins. Main story missions can be undertaken via the Blade barracks. But remember that they come with specific requirements, like level and survey rate. Good luck, Rook. We're counting on you to find the Lifehold core. Blade reports. Good job on your mission. 2 new features are now available. The first is Blade Reports, which allow Blade operatives to interact and share info. Use this feature to coordinate missions, give advice, or even shower me with affection if you so desire. Next up is the Blade Scout feature. This allows a Blade operative from another team to aid you for a limited time. Simply access the Blade Scout console anytime you need an extra hand. Well, look at that. Now all Blade services are at your disposal. Hey, so have you set up your greetings? They're a great tool for introducing yourself to other operatives. You can personalize them by selecting Edit Greetings from the social menu. Try it out sometime. Just remember to be respectful of other players, alright? Once you hit class rank 10, you might want to think about changing classes. Moving from Drifter to a higher class will allow you to use skills. Oh, and remember, you can change classes anytime, so don't be afraid to try something new. Organizing your party. You're a Blade now. That implies great responsibility, but also great freedom. And although some assignments require specific party members, who you take on your travels is generally up to you. Call on Lynn or myself anytime you like. We'll be in the barracks. Alright, well first we've got new party members. We have Elma, which doesn't really feel new, since, she's been with us since the first few minutes. A formal colonel in the Coalition Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, more casually known as the Skeleton Crew. Few operatives can match Elma in combat, either in or out of a scout. Elma's twin swords are complemented by dual firearms, which she wields with deadly skill in a standard full metal Jaguar style. Lynn. Lynn is a genius mechanic whose skills extend to Skeltech and beyond. She has a bubbly personality, treating everyone with equal warmth. Though young, she bears a passion for justice and a fierce will to live. Though small in frame, Lynn wields a massive shield to valiantly engage foes up close, a hallmark of her standard shield trooper style. Irina. Gusty but cool-headed, Irina devotes her entire being to protecting the people of New LA. Back in her Skeleton Crew days, Irina served under Elma, a leader for whom she still maintains strong adoration. Irina aids allies by using recovery techniques with areas of effect. Her unique style is based on the Psycho Corruptor class. Gwin, an honest man with an unshakable sense of justice, if not the sharpest tool in the shed. Gwin admires his commanding officer Irina and yearns to protect her, though a lack of ability has prevented him from fully realizing this noble goal. Gwin uses a standard samurai gunner style to fearlessly charge into the fray, often leaving his comrades to clean up the aftermath. And finally, we have Doug, who is stern in appearance but rather meek in demeanor. When one of Lin's Skell tests ends in failure, he usually takes the flak. He's a competent fighter, however, especially when in a Skell cockpit. No predicament is too daunting for Doug, who uses a unique style based on the Blast Fencer class to do battle on the front lines. Alright, so we just got a ton of new information. And as you see, segments in a bunch of places are being updated. The Administrative District, the Blade Barracks, everywhere. This is where the game really starts. From here, you can go to pretty much anywhere you can walk. There are no, like, invisible barriers. And it's just completely free. So, yeah, let's see how we're doing on time. You know, I feel like this would be a pretty good ending spot. I want to do just one thing, and then we'll call it a day.
Let's head out.
Wow, as you can see, a ton of new quests opened up, including one with Eleonora. So let's see what's up with that. Hello, picky gamers. Seems you're already well on your way to making a name for yourself. I've been hearing stories around Blade headquarters. One day you're outgunning hostile Xenos, the next you're adopting strange walking delicacies. Oh, but I didn't stop you just to catch up. Commander Vandam asked me to brief you the next time I saw you. Are you familiar with Blade levels? I'll just say no. Oh good, glad I didn't prepare the speech for nothing. New recruits are assigned a Blade level of 1. They're just beginning, after all. As they continue to clear missions, that level will slowly go up. You can think of it as a barometer for your contributions as a Blade. The top level is 10. That's reserved for unstoppable powerhouses and masters of the field. Those are the Blades who get written into the history books. Next up are division points. Know about those? Well, I'll just tell you. That's when you complete a certain mission or collect items. Basically, depending on what your division is, you'll get more points for doing certain things than other things. Excellent, then I can skip the detailed explanation. You probably know this, but to advance your Blade level you have to collect division points. The good news is that basically any work you do as a Blade will net you points. Simple, right? Yeah, sure. Ooh, someone's confident. But Commander Vandam may be right in thinking that confidence of yours will yield great things. Why don't you set your sights on a Blade level of 2 for now? That should give you an idea of what you're up against. Come back and see me once you get that far. I'll have a special bonus set aside for you. Alright, so we are actually Blade level 3, so kind of overqualifying here.
Wow.
Whoa, wait, have you already increased your Blade level? I thought so. You certainly don't put off the vibe of an amateur, that's for sure. Well, I'll still give you my spiel, just in case. Whenever your Blade level increases, pay me a visit. Once I've verified your status, I'm authorized to issue you a fat bonus. So let's start by getting you a gift to commemorate reaching Blade level 2. Congratulations! Alright, we have the hollow figure projector. That can be fun. I might, play around with that a bit on a later episode. Have you had a look at your bonus? I'll be furnishing you with all sorts of things to deck out and customize your barracks. That's the only place on Mira you can truly call home, after all. And now you can make it just like home by tweaking the design to your liking. Not the sort of thing you expect Vandam to think of, is it? He doesn't exactly scream interior designer. Truth is, a month or so ago, a petition went around and 100 Blades signed on. But I digress. Back to the briefing at hand. There's one additional bonus, probably one you care more about than redecorating your room. I'll be increasing the level of your skills. You have 3 field skills in total, mechanical, biological, and archaeological. But each is still fairly rudimentary at this point, and you're ready to move beyond that. Well, I've got good news. As a part of your bonus, you can choose to improve one of your field skills. You may think it's a little cheap of us to force you to choose one at a time, but believe it or not, it's for your own sake. Forcing too many advanced concepts on a blade at once tends to confuse and overwhelm more than help. Not to mention that if misused, someone could take that expertise, hack the computers in Blade Tower, and endanger all of humanity. That's why the highest tiers of technical skill are reserved for people who have proven themselves trustworthy, those with high blade levels. Alright, enough lecturing. Time for the fun part. Which field skill will we be boosting for you today? Alright. There are advantages to choosing biological and archaeological, but mechanical, I feel I run into the most with, usefulness. So for both blade levels, I'm gonna improve that. I'd say archaeological is a little less important, and biological I don't use all that much, but it is useful as well. Alright, your mechanical field skill is officially enhanced. That's all for this round's bonus, and for the briefing. As of today, you're a proper blade. Now get out there and earn those division points. I'll see you when you hit blade level 3. I'm always here. In the meantime, good luck and have fun. Mission complete. You learned that earning a certain amount of division points will increase your blade level, and that you can speak to Eleonora to receive rewards. Well, we're blade level 3, so let's talk to her again. Your blade level has risen, Picky Gamer. Congratulations. Your newest bonus is right here. Lighting options. I don't really bother with that too much, but you can if you want. It's the gift of light. Now you can adjust the lighting in your barracks. Set it up however you like. Make it dim and calming, or bright and beautiful. Oh, and if you didn't know, you can customize your barracks by using the console beside the entrance to the Blade Network lobby. Now onto your bonus field skill.
Which skill?
And we'll upgrade mechanical again.
Come back soon.
Alright. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. You might be seeing these things over here. I think we might do a new rival next time. That would be fun. So until then, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah. Bye.